FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early. For a long while, this was the coolest thing in the financial space. Why so? Because quite simply, you wouldn't want to be at your work desk, correct? You much prefer to be on perpetual holidays. And I guess that applies to me, that applies to everybody. So if you are financially independent and you retire early, you can quit your job, you can go on a lot of holidays, and all this is all achieved because you have enough monies in your investments to provide you passive income. Now the best part about FIRE is that you can actually get to retirement early in your 40s or even 30s in some extreme examples. At this age, you're definitely still healthy, correct? Away from the traditional retirement age of 60s or 70s whereby health is a problem, you can't really travel to nice places, you don't have a lot of life left. That's why when big bloggers started to write about it, many became intrigued. And subsequently, more and more communities around the idea of FIRE started to form to help each and everyone plan out and save up towards that target. It all seems great, correct? Like a financial wokeness. There became more and more available resources on how to get to retirement early, such as this chart. If you save up $5,000 a month, which is $60,000 a year, from the age of 25, you can become a millionaire by the age of 36 and of course retire early, correct? On the other hand, if you're age of 30 and you still can save $60,000 a year, don't worry, you can become a millionaire by the age of 41. Still not too bad, still considered a very early retiree. This chart over here is beautiful, but quite clearly there's something wrong. The first thing is, does everyone earn an income that can allow $5,000 a month savings or not? Quite obviously some can, but I'll guess the majority cannot. That's why the formula started to morph. It became a bit more defined. Retirement is not about becoming a millionaire, because how much you need in retirement really depends on your own expenses. Your own expenses are determined by your own expectations. If you are able to lead a simple life, you don't need that much. $1 million is going to be very hard to consume. On the other hand, if you are very lavish, $1 million is not going to last very long. So the formula has to become a bit better to factor in everybody's expectations. A better chart to lay the targets can be created, and it looks something like this. What you can see is that if you want to get to financial independence, this table shows you the savings rate that you need and the duration that you need to be on this path to reach your financial independence number. Let me explain this. This table has a factor of a 5% investment rate of return. It shows you that if you save and invest 50% of your salary, you only need to work for 17 years. If you save 65%, you can reach retirement in 10.5 years. Not bad, correct? And if you squeeze your expenses really low, save 75% of your income, you can reach financial independence at 7 quick years. Wow. Such a table will definitely motivate people who want to reach retirement positively, correct? Because each amount that you squeeze from your expenses means you can save and invest more, which means also that you can retire in a shorter amount of years. In simple terms, it's just how many years of painful work you need to sit at your desk. This definitely fits the financial independence retire early concept a lot better, because you can work backwards and find your own targeted retirement, whether you want to be there at 35 or 40, you just need to have the right savings rate, which on the other side of coin means the right expense level. What I'll be going to share next will be very insightful, so inviting you to smash the like button early and press on subscribe, especially like content like this that helps you in your retirement planning journey. And it goes like this. FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early, was very intriguing because it was very extreme. It tickled a desire that we all have, which is more leisure and less work. The motivations for FIRE is correct. Be frugal, save up more. You only live once, and if you can get to retirement earlier, it definitely makes sense than hobbling over there when you're old. It's also commonly known when retirees are surveyed, what is their biggest regret? One of the biggest factors is, I retired too late. So FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early, makes a lot of sense, but it has some glaring problems. Let me highlight the first, which is below a certain income level. How can saving up 75% be comfortable? If you make $10,000 a month, saving 75% means you only have expenses of $2,500. Not bad, you can still go for holidays, but also certain day-to-day pleasures do need to be cut down because $2,500 is still not a lot. You can't afford a car in Singapore. Then what about if you make $5,000 per month? Saving 75% means your expenses are squeezed to $1,250 only. Now, everybody has fixed expenses. You have bills to pay, transport costs, dining, groceries. At $1,250 per month, how much leisure can you do? I guess they'll require someone to be staying with their parents. But if they're staying, they should be giving their parents $500 or $1,000 per month. $1,250 in expenses is certainly not looking too healthy. Then what about raising a family, having kids? Or what about supporting elderly parents? Do bear in mind, many who achieve FIRE, who are placed on that pedestal, if you see their story, usually they only have to provide for themselves. Some of us have responsibilities, and taking them up is just part of life. Therefore, what is needed is to realize that FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early, inspires us to do the right things. It reminds us to be frugal, but there needs to be a better balance. A better balance to make sure that current happiness through getting the right experiences is not over-compromised. If your parents need some renovation to their house, you should spend that. If you have a chance to go with a friend or a partner for an unforgettable trip, go ahead and do that. A better balance is also needed to make sure current goals and responsibilities are well fulfilled. Some of you may need to hear this. It really isn't worth to do a job just for the paycheck. Getting to retirement shouldn't be a rush or race against each other to get there. If you agree, help me again smash the like button. And that brings me to the second glaring problem. Early retirement is most likely glorified. Most of the time, you don't actually need freedom from work. You just need better work-life balance. Maybe that day you were exhausted, or maybe this team isn't just working out too well. You just need a new job. You don't really need retirement, or retirement isn't the solution for your happiness right now. There are many people who are happy with their work, myself included. I'm happily doing this on a weekend. As you listen in, and many times I've shared on this channel before, I'm not retiring anytime soon because I want to share with my children how to have the right work ethic. Retirement itself also poses challenges. And the biggest challenge, which is something not talked about often, is a loss of relationships. In this article, a retired doctor actually mentioned that he doesn't miss the work, but he misses the relationship with his colleagues and with his loyal patients. A key blogger in this FIRE journey has actually given up on FIRE himself and returned back to work. And if you read on his reasons, it's mentioned that right now he feels a void because his children are now in school. He also needs to prepare for an unexpected amount of college funds for them. But the main part, as of what I would like to highlight, is the desire for more camaraderie and more social interaction. Think about it, relationships are really valuable. It makes life happy, correct? It makes life meaningful. That is why I would like to advocate. Aim for financial independence. FI will do. Retire early, don't put it as a must. And when you reach financial independence, or if you are near to it already, you can also aim for semi-retirement. Be active in some work form or another, maybe in a reduced role, because if you define properly how much you need, you actually realize that you may not need to work at full capacity for many years. The hard part again is determining how much is needed, correct? And that's a lot of what I do as a financial advisor. If you're keen to work on your personal retirement plan, look for my links below. And I'll end off with this very important point. Don't think of retirement as a land of happiness. If it is framed that way, there's this risk of arrival fallacy. Arrival fallacy is an illusion that the joy lies at the destination. And once you get to there, which is in this case retirement, you realize that it doesn't suddenly make you happier. The search for happiness in your journey, in your career, starts right now. Thank you for watching right at the very end. I hope you see retirement differently from now on, and check out this previous tutorial I had, which is 8 things that happy retirees do. Hopefully there are further nuggets of wisdom, and I'll see you there too. Take care as always. Goodbye.